What's up, everybody? It's your boy Therese Balboa.
And it's your girl, Lucendara. Fuck with a real bitch, sit back. Wait, no.
What's going on? Look at your real life.
I don't know.
It's my name, your name. Don't forget to write that on your pen. And
okay. Don't forget to write that on your pen and paper. Child, it's a lot going on with the kids. Okay, so.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Therese Balboa.
It's your girl, Lucendara. Make sure to write that on your pen and paper.
And you're tuned into Two Villains, One Show podcast.
Fuck with a real bitch, sit back with a fake bitch.
Yeah, sister. Alright, as you guys can see, we're in our onesies because Christmas is coming.
We are in the holiday spirit.
We're in the holiday spirit of the fall. I'm super excited for Christmas. How are you?
I'm excited. I'm excited for the Christmas tree and the Christmas food and the Christmas presents.
So, what's on your Christmas list this year?
What's on my Christmas list is a new life, a new dimension, maybe a funeral. I don't know. Maybe a pew-pew with a dash of cyanide and a half a cup of bleach and a specific bridge. I was thinking the Matthews Bridge. Or maybe a parking garage, a location of a parking garage with like 10 levels. That's what's on my Christmas list. Yes.
Okay, well.
Maybe a little teaspoon of arsenic.
Anyways, I already know what that is. What's on my Christmas list? Honestly and truly, I'm actually about to move to a new spot.
Yes.
I'm super excited about it. I know I just moved into my place with girl. Anyways, I'm about to move to a new spot, so I'm definitely really excited about that. So just being financially stable right now, and just really hoping this transition is really smooth. Yeah, it is $1,000 more, so you know. But
she's gonna make it work.
We're gonna make it work.
She's done it before.
I've done it before. We're gonna be positive. We're definitely gonna make it work. So I'm excited about that. So mentally, we're gonna skip that. I think we already answered how we're doing mentally. Let's go ahead and get into Baddies.
Baddies, post for me.
This episode was
a whole lot of scripted bullshit once again. What I'm trying to figure out is if y'all have 30 cast members and 50 producers, why can we not script like better storylines that make sense? Because y'all forcing Bad Dolly to push up on Anna once again. It's kind of like, and you could tell Bad Dolly, like the way Bad Dolly was smiling, the way Anna Mac was smiling, like you could tell they weren't even like really beefing for real. And Akbar, I don't know who told you that you could rap. Don't listen to Rolly, because Rolly doesn't even listen to her health or her doctor. So, bitch, I don't know why you let Rolly make you believe that you were the GOAT. No, you are not the GOAT of anything or anyone. DOA with the ABC.
I don't know not one Akbar song.
And we've known you since, like, high school. We've known you longer than Biggie. And I know a Biggie song.
I know a Biggie song, no shade.
Bitch.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so the whole Biggie and Akbar thing, I feel like Akbar definitely tried to like do a little one-up, have her little moment.
Right, she like a little
girl, sit the fuck down. I'm glad Biggie stood up for herself and ate her ass up. Because bitch, shut up. I don't even know why Akbar's on this show. She's pointless. Like she's literally a confessional gangster. She reminds me of Sky and Camilla from season of Baddies East. Okay. Like you only talk in the confessionals. Like we don't need you to reiterate the show. We don't need you to like tell us a description of HC.
Exactly. It's giving like YouTube reviewer. Girl, that's what we do.
One thing I will say though, Taseki fights be overhyped every time.
Oh my god, every time.
And I think the only time it was like really good was her and Scarface, or her and E.T.
Yeah, exactly. Her and E.T. That was like the first big rumble and like the last good rumble. Because
even the first fight, like she beat them up, but it wasn't much.
You talking about with the Martian Janet?
Yeah, like no shit with their ass. No, she wins every time.
Right.
But it'll be like a good fight. I feel like her and E.T. was the only good fight. Like it was the only one I was watching was like, okay, yeah.
Like they really
let her fights just be really fast and just. I mean, I guess she just be whooping their ass so hard.
I don't know, but I mean, Dolly was keeping up though. Shout out to Dolly. Dolly was keeping up. First of of all, Dolly was blinded because Tinker, with her big face, she want to freaking throw the drink at Dolly for no goddamn reason. Tinker, calm down. You'll get your camera time when the
I'm sorry. Speaking of Tink, I love the Tink and Diamond.
I do love the Tinker Diamond
duo. The Tink and Diamond duo saved this episode. It really did. I love them as a duo. They're funny as hell. When they were like laughing at Pretty P, like, and you cannot get in. Like, it was so funny. Like, bitch, I'm sorry. They eat. And they need to do a confessional together.
Oh yes.
That would be so
we need a duo confessional with them.
We need a duo confessional with them.
Pretty P, don't you ever call anybody ugly a day of your goddamn life. We don't know if you're 14, 24, or 44, bitch. You're a grandpappy baby with Benjamin Button disease. What the hell is going on with your face? Okay, bitch.
Yeah. Pretty P is just so fucking lame to me. Every time she gets beat up, I truly enjoy it. And Summer was keeping up with her a little bit.
Summer be keeping up with her.
Summer didn't really lose those rounds at the end of that episode.
Honestly, the only fight that Summer's lost for real was like Ivory, but of course, because Ivory's speaking of Ivory,
you got your ass.
Ivory ain't beat up Big Lex yet. Big Lex has kept Big Neck and Big Check. Okay, like, bitch.
Yeah, you kind of lost that Miss Mama.
Ivory has not beat up Big Lex yet, and that's why she's so goddamn mad. That's why she want to keep going round for round because
they fight more than they fight some more.
Yeah, I think they fight some more. I think Big Lex said they fight like 12 times. Bitch, Ivory really wants to go in for the W, bitch, but you're not gonna get that W, babe.
You don't think you can?
Take the L and move on to somebody else.
That too. And I love how Scotty was checking Emma because bitch, you're so now you're just getting bullied, and you sat there and got bullied.
Sat down, bitch. You talking about? Oh, I'm trying to eat my salad, bitch. You should have been trying to eat your salad when you came to the goddamn house, bitch.
Clock it. That's what you trying to. You should have been about your business when you came into the house. But instead, you was more about Scotty and what she did for 10 seasons that you weren't even there for.
Hello, and 10 seasons that you won't even be on. Cause you're not coming back next season. We know that, bitch.
And on that note, we'll go to the next topic.
And one more thing, Emma, take the cotton balls out of your damn mouth. I don't know when's the last. I know you just got your wisdom teeth taken out, bitch. But take the cotton balls out of your damn mouth, bitch.
So I did want to talk about Nowthatstv a little bit.
Oh, Nowthatstv.
Yeah.
On the dead homies, bitch. Want to fall in on my soul, bitch. On God in heaven, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Relax.
Cause
Brittany Bruce is not here.
Okay. Woo.
I did want to bring up Nowthatstv really quick because I've been on a Nowthatstv binge, and what I really noticed about Nowthatstv is I really feel like they have better shows.
They do. Wake it up.
I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry, but Nowthatstv has
better shows.
It is not because they have more. Maybe it is because they have more shows, so I have more to go off.
But they also have more ideas. Like you can tell, like Natalie and Lemmy are always talking about we're in the boardroom, and the only thing y'all can come up with is baddies. Nowthatstv, they have shows.
Baddies wild. Baddies versus
Bad versus Wild. Like bitches from Jostens Cabaret and baddies. Like
it's just like.
Nowthatstv has Greek Life, Love and War,
The Academy, Side, Playboys, South Central Baddies, Come Up Miami, Come Up LA. Like they have so much.
Making the Cast, and where it was like a soft
launch. But in no shade, I feel like each show has a totally different premise.
It does. No, I see exactly what
they be fighting. But it be having a different premise.
And one thing I also noticed, the Nowthatstv bitches, like, they have personality. Like, a lot of them are, like, actually funny for real. Like, Pressure, personality. Cash, personality. Billy has personality. Like, K-Love, Smoke Me, bitch, Smoke, personality. Like, you know what I mean? Like
they have stars. I'm not gonna lie.
Like these bitches are actually funny.
Especially, you know, like I said, I'm on my binge watch. I'm catching up. I'm currently on Playboy season 2, but I did see the trailer for Greek Life, and I was so excited to see Queen. I was excited to see Landon and
Monty,
Monty, Billy, Liddy. When I saw Liddy and Pressure get into it, I'm like, no, like. Liddy and Pressure, the cousins, like I was, like they have a, I don't know. I just feel like Nowthatstv is building a a universe that is
a full
it almost feels like Marvel. Like they were
Yes.
really building a universe. And I just feel like Nowthatstv is coming for Zeus now.
It's very...
Only reason why Zeus is because Zeus has that, they've had more bigger endorsements.
Yeah, exactly. It's endorsements
From the Nick Canyons and the Jason Lees and the Floyd Mayweathers. That's the only difference.
Because I was going to say camera quality, but at this point, Nowthatstv is stepping up with the camera quality.
Yeah, because coming up Miami quality was T.
Hello, coming up Miami's quality was definitely T.
It was T.
Like now, see, but Nowthatstv, like you can really tell, like they're trying to give you some versatility and variety, like in their content. Like it's never the same show on repeat. Mm-hmm. Like if Zeus does not have baddies, they have nothing. Like Nowthatstv has been able to progress from
South Central Baddies.
You just ate
they don't even. If you want to be honest, Nowthatstv has grown from the 3 people who brought that, who even grew their network, which was Lexi, Big Lex, Sapphire, and Lucky. They don't even need those 3 no more. If you want to be honest, they don't use them.
Hello.
I mean, last thing Lex was on was Close Friends, and we haven't seen Sapphire or Lucky, and God knows when.
Hello. And if you really want to wake it up, they don't even need South Central Baddies. What they really need to do while they were trying to cancel Deja Vu, okay, bitch.
I'm confused about.
Y'all need to keep Deja Vu and get rid of South Central Baddies. That can go. Okay, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought South Central Baddies is like their OG show.
It's like their OG show, but it's time to let the OG be no G. Okay.
It's time to let her go. Alright, well.
Especially when they have shows like Mean Girls. Mean Girls can just go ahead and take the place of South Central Baddies.
Yeah,
honestly.
I skip Mean Girls. I don't watch that. I did want to get into some celebrity topics.
Okay.
So Sexy Red went on Castle Knott's live stream. You know, he did like a 30-day marathon.
Oh yeah, I saw
And
that.
a lot of people, it was a thing where she was like, people would say, I stink, smell me. You think I stink? You think I'm dirty? And I saw someone say the only reason why people say Sexy Red is stink because she's dark skinned. Y'all never wait. And then someone quoted and said that's a lie because we don't say Coco Jones is stink. We don't say Kelly Rowland is stink. We don't say Tiana Taylor is stink.
They don't say JT is stink.
We don't.
And JT's a ghetto. You know, JT's a ghetto.
I definitely agree with it's the way that. Now I think Sexy Red is beautiful.
Yes,
she's a very gorgeous girl. Like it was one video where she didn't have. It was no makeup, just lip gloss and her hair done, and she was T.
Where she had her black hair and she was on her lip gloss. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
T.
Her lip gloss that's labeled gonorrhea. That's why people think you're stank, because you came up with a lip gloss line that is labeled discharge and gonorrhea and coochie lips and poop. Like that's why people think you're stank, because you have this. She has this like raunchy type of like ghetto personality. Like JT is a hood chick. JT is ghetto. Young Miami is a hood chick. Young Miami is ghetto, but it's
just different. Even with Sukiyana, I feel like Sukiyana just kind of does it to where it's like, I don't know.
It doesn't come off so like.
We haven't even woke up the Sukiyana rebrand. Sukiyana has 8 down.
Hello.
Sukiyana got with Bobby.
Hello.
And Sukiyana, because it was so funny because I remember when she left Baddies, people were like, okay, what are you gonna do after Baddies? Baby, she linked up with Bobby.
Hello.
And was
turned back since.
And was occurred.
Baby, she dropped Sapphire and got her a white girl.
No, literally.
And what is Sapphire doing? Okay.
Nice.
Hello.
Alright, so next on the docket, we're gonna get into some personal topics. I don't want to let y'all know. This podcast was never supposed to be like a celebrity review show.
Right.
It originally stemmed from like me and Lou literally meeting up every Monday to talk about everything in our week in general.
Right.
So personal stuff, work, baddies, reality TV, celebrity topics, whatever piqued our interest, we talked about. And we used to be on the phone for no less than 2 hours.
No less than 2 hours.
I think what was the longest phone call we've had?
I think it was like 5 hours.
I think it was 5.
Yeah.
I think it was 4, but it might have been 5. I know for a fact we did 4 one time.
Talking to me, bitch, it's gonna get to the
like
5.
Yeah, like we used to be on the phone for at least 2. It was never under 2 hours.
It was never under 2 hours.
It was at least 2 hours, but obviously the podcast we chop things up,
chop it up or whatever.
But girl, if this crew,
okay.
if I didn't stop it, The podcast will definitely be 4 hours long.
Okay, because
for certain topics, because this bitch.
Hello, when this mouth gets to going, bitch, it don't stop. Okay,
It don't stop,
shout out to her because she reels it back in for us. Bitch.
No, for sure. But like, there has been like a lot of celebrity stuff going on, which is why the last like 4 or 5 episodes we haven't been able to get like to personal stuff. And I wanted to talk about 2 things. One, so I went on a date with a man. It went terrible. I'm gonna tell you why it went terrible. At first, well, we went on 2 dates. The first date, it was perfect. It was a vibe. We didn't do much talking. We really just connected with each other's energy. But the second date,
so were they both like formal dates? Like, did y'all go to like a restaurant or something?
Yeah. So like the first time, no. So the first one went to the movies.
Okay.
And then the second time was like the actual sit down, like the actual.
Okay. Really talking to each
And it came because he was just like, he started out really good. Mm-hmm. He was like, I want to let you know, I'm trying to get into your soul, I'm trying to get into your mind, I'm trying to get into your heart, I'm trying to get all of that. And I was like, do you really want that? No, he's like, no, like I'm really trying to pursue you, like I really want to like pursue you. And I'm like, do you really? He's like, yeah. I was like, well,
you should have cracked him in the face with a bottle.
I'm like, there's some things that I thought we would have to discuss before we even like really get to that level. He's like, what? And I was like, he's like, well, I'm gonna let you know right now, like I don't like to be interviewed. And I was like,
so you don't like people to ask you logical questions? 4B movement.
And I was like, why? He's like, I'm just don't like. I was like, well, if you want to pursue me, you want to get to know each other, exactly. I would need to ask you questions to know you, right? He was like, I just felt you're trying to judge me based off the answers to my questions and not experience my answers.
Shut the. Ooh, oh my God, that's why I don't talk to men. Oh my Jesus, I'm so mad.
And I was just like, well, I definitely understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about deal breakers. Like, there's no point to experience anything from you if you have certain deal breakers. He's like, okay, well, we can talk about that. What are your deal breakers? So you know me, bitch.
Right.
There's 4 topics I'm about to bring up. So the first, I said, how do you feel about colorism? And he was like, well, what do you mean? How do you feel about colorism? He was like, well, what do you mean, like black and white? I'm like, do you know what colorism means? And he's like, I know what it means. I was like, do you want me to give you the definition? He's like, you need a definition. So I read him the definition.
Right.
He was like, oh, see, I feel like you're trying to make it seem like I don't know what colorism means,
but you didn't.
But you didn't. Look, then he was like, I don't really care about that. I don't care if someone's dark skinned or if they're red or if they're white. I date people if I like them. And I'm like, but I'm not only talking about dating. I'm talking about in general. How do you feel about colorism?
Right.
He said, well, give me an example. I'm like, if we're together, right? We're chilling at the house and a music video comes on. And I say, wow, there's no dark skinned girls in this video. They're only light skinned girls. And if your answer is either what do you mean, or oh yeah, I noticed that too.
Exactly. Like
that shows me that you don't have that viewpoint of how I have a viewpoint.
Like, are you able to identify it when it's apparent in your face?
Exactly.
In everyday life or on the media that we consume.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. Yeah. See, the issue with y'all date for selfish reasons. I want to know where your morals are and where your characteristics are, and that's why y'all date people, and then for 4 months later y'all find out that they're terrible people because y'all don't have conversations. Because when I said what is colorism, he thought I meant what type of men do you date. No, what do you feel about colorism in general? Because I don't want us to get into a relationship and 2 years down the line we decide to have a baby and you want our baby to be light skinned, meanwhile both of us are dark.
Hello.
Because then I'm gonna question you, why do you want a light skinned baby? If I'm dark and you're dark, and we decide to get a surrogate, why do you want our baby to be light? Because you hate yourself. See, these are
the questions that
I'm not only wondering about colorism from your dating standpoint. I'm talking about colorism all across the board.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
But the fact that his mind doesn't even run that deep, it already lets you know.
It already lets me know. And then he's like, okay, what is another one? I was like, okay, so I said, did you vote this past election? And he was like, I registered too late. And I was like, okay, so if you did register on time, who was you going to vote for? He was like, you don't ask those type of questions. It's 2 questions you don't ask about people's religion and people's political viewpoint, because that's just asking for issues. I said,
but why would it be an issue? Because if you would vote, why? Because if you weren't voting against your own interest as a black queer person because you're on a date with another black queer person, which makes you not a black straight man, and even if you were a black straight man, you're still a black man, how is that going to cause issues? I'm asking you, who would you vote for? Because not only is that going to affect your life, you big dumbo, that's going to affect our lives together, our lives apart.
And it's just like, I feel like, I said, this is my viewpoint. I feel like people who hide their religion and hide who they vote for is ashamed of what they support. Because at the end of the day, if you support something, if you are a part of something, you should be proud of it. And there should be no reason why we have it. And he's like, I just feel like you're very, you like to debate and you're very argumentative. He's like, I'm a very laid back person.
You're a very dumbass bitch.
No, listen. He's like, I'm a very laid back and simple person. And I feel like
a simple minded idiot.
So listen. He was like, I feel like we were to be out and about. You will like argue someone down and you will bring. I said, no, it's not about that. I said, in any situation, if something that you support or something you are proud of comes into conversation, you should be able to address that accordingly. You shouldn't have to hide it because of how someone else feels, because that's something that you're proud of. I said, for instance, I am very big on HIV stigma.
Right.
So if someone says a dirty HIV joke, I'm gonna speak against it out loud. I don't care what people think.
Right.
Because some people might think, okay, well, you must have HIV if you're standing up for people with HIV. I don't care what they think, because at the end of the day, that's something that I'm passionate about, and I've been like that for years.
Right, exactly.
Like, so I'm gonna speak on it, and I don't care what people think, because that's something I'm proud of. So he's like, well, let me give you an example. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, you're openly gay, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I am too, but I like to present myself a certain way.
You're not openly gay then. You're a mask bottom who likes to portray trade then. I'm openly gay, but I like to present myself in a certain way.
He was like, he's like, I'm not saying that I'm ashamed of my sexuality, but I don't feel like I have to put my sexuality to the forefront, and I just feel like he was just saying like, he has no problem with me being me, but he feel like if it ever was a situation, I would be very argumentative about it. And I'm just like, again, I'm not walking around with a rainbow flag on my forehead.
Right, exactly.
But if someone was to say something homophobic, I'm going to speak up. It's just that simple. And he is older, and I feel like older
and insecure.
So older gays did have a different upbringing than us. Like, they weren't able to be as free as we are. Mm-hmm. So I do feel like older gays do have like their nose tuned up to gay boys that are very flamboyant. Mm-hmm. Because if you want to find a masculine man, just date someone older. They're probably gonna be masculine. Exactly. But it's like, it's because y'all couldn't be gay because it was harder for you.
You're really jealous. Because you knew good and well that you wanted to wear your tutus and tiaras, but you couldn't because you would have got beat the fuck up. It's not my fault that you were born in 1975.
Literally.
Like,
and then to end the day, he was basically he's like, yeah, I really want to, this was towards the beginning of it, but I forgot to bring this up. You're going to get so upset. But basically, he was like, yeah, I just like to communicate with my man, and I feel like there's nothing off limits when it comes to relationships. So he was like, so if my man wanted to be in an open relationship and he wanted to dip and dab, he wouldn't have to do it behind my back. We can communicate that. I was like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get into a relationship with somebody just for it to be he's like, because we're both men at the end of the day, so I understand.
So you have a sex addiction.
And that's what I said. I said, well, I don't agree with that. I don't want to get into a relationship with someone just to open it up. I don't want to get into a relationship with someone thinking like, okay, well, we're both men. So no. If we're getting into a relationship, I want to be monogamous. I'm not saying 10 years down the line, things might change. We might decide to.
Right.
But I'm not getting into it ready for that to happen a month later.
Exactly.
And that's no shade to the girls that do it, but I know people who have only been dating for 4 or 5 months and then they open the relationship. It sounds like you didn't want to be in a relationship. You didn't want to be in one. You wanted to be single and you have a sex addiction. And I said that. I said I feel like people like that have sex addictions.
Because what it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a man or a man. If you're going to sign up to be in a commitment, then be committed to that one person. You cannot control yourself. Oh, well, because you're a man, you can't control yourself?
That's like, why are we talking about open relationships on the second date?
Because you're already fucking 10 other people, huh? See, this is what I don't see. 4B movement. You see why you need to join the 4B movement? 4B
I just giggle.
movement, everybody.
I giggle, and he was like, he was very silent, and I was like, I turned you off, didn't I? He's like, no, I'm just trying to. I said, I know. I said the reason why I'm single is because of reasons like this. I told him, I feel like you're dead. I feel like you pursued me because I was younger. You thought I was young and dumb, but I actually had I articulated my words very well, and I had depth, and you wasn't expecting that. You thought it was gonna be just this little young boy that you can fuck on that's gonna make you feel young again, and that I was gonna like you because you were masculine, and it wasn't enough.
Your masculinity is not enough.
Okay, so one more topic before we end the episode.
Yes.
Girl, my job is draining me.
Oh, Lord.
My job is draining me, and you know, I'm a very logical person. Like, if you know me, you know I don't do anything off of emotion.
Yeah.
I really think things through. Like, I really think things through. But my job is really draining me mentally. Like, when I can, because you know, I work night shift. I don't go into work until like 4 p.m., sometimes 3. So like I have a whole day. Like I get up in the morning, I go to the gym, I do a little DoorDash, I get lunch. Like I have a whole little day before I go into work.
Mm-hmm.
Take a little nap, and then when I get into work, my whole mood switches. Like literally, when people like, how are you today? I'm like, I was doing great until I got here. You know,
Right.
And on top of that, the money isn't even the same. So I'm really thinking about finding a new job, like seriously, because it is just becoming.
It's just no longer worth it.
It's no longer
once
worth
once
it.
the finance, like once you're not getting the financial reward, which is why we all go get a job, and then on top of that, like your energy, your mood is already like automatically switching once you get there. It's only a matter of time before you just, you know.
Literally, like I walked out.
Cause you can use logic as much as you want to, bitch, but girl, those emotions will take over, bitch.
No, for sure. So I'm definitely. The only thing is, like, I am about to move to this new apartment. It is $1,000 more than what I'm spending now, and I'm very comfortable with where I'm at. Like I have my exact schedule how I want it. You know what I'm saying? If I needed to make extra money, I could. I just don't want to mess up what I got going on. Like I love my schedule as a whole, as my life. Like I'm off on Mondays and Tuesdays. Like I work, you know, Wednesday and Saturday is night shifts, Sunday is morning shifts. After the morning shift, I do my campaigns on Sunday. On Mondays I'm off. I film the show with you. Tuesday is my rest day. I have nothing to do. You know, like I have the perfect schedule, so I don't want to start something new and have to like,
you know,
reorganize my life simultaneously while I'm reorganizing my finances because I'm about to get this apartment. So it is a little nerve-wracking, but I am gonna figure it out. Girl, I think it's time.
Yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, because you're a logical based person, I guess, you know, give yourself some time to move into your apartment, like give it a month, and then when February comes, because I mean, once you start applying and interviewing, you don't get a new job like that, so it's going to take a couple of months anyways. So I say, like, you know, give yourself to January to get settled into your new place, and then February comes, bitch, hit the ground running to the staffing agencies and the hospitals, or, you know, whatever you want to, you know, do.
Definitely medical field.
Medical field for sure.
And that's what makes me nervous too, though, because I'm used to getting money every day I go to work. If I was doing medical field, I would have to wait 2 weeks on a check. So even that makes me kind of nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I do try to like train myself to not spend any money for a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
Like I build all my money up for a week and then I just pay all my bills.
Right.
So I'm kind of used to it, but I'm still used to getting income every day. So even that part would change.
Right. Yeah, good job. But I couldn't do it, bitch. It's too stressful for me, child.
Yo, girl, do not.
You go, bitch. I
Girl,
would never.
you see, girl, you haven't had a job so long. I haven't even told you to get. No, I would not dare you to get a job of mine.
Girl, the way I would be throwing plates at people, bitch. You know me. It only.
You would definitely. I can see you doing retail though.
I might have to go back to retail because bitch, the corporate role.
I can see that particular retail because that retail is very simple. It's not a bunch of old ladies up there. Like, don't know what's going on up there.
Oh,
that's it though. Do not come any further.
Okay, bitch. Because girl,
now you're not a host. You will. So
would not be able to keep up with that.
I don't know. Plus, you know, I'm getting older. You know, so I definitely want something that's more just like. I know like my content creating is gonna pop off again to where I can start doing that full time again. But until then, I definitely want something that's a little more professional, a little more demure, a little more stable.
I see. Yeah,
I'm just a little nervous about that switch with the finances.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get like a little loan or something to hold me off.
We love a good loan. I mean, but just like I said, like you can logicize yourself out of your emotions all you want to, bitch. But they do creep up on you. Cause I mean, the reason why I left my last job, girl, I was going off on people every single day. I was going.
Yeah, you were a bitch.
Like, okay, and I'm not even.
Because I remember FaceTiming you, and your energy was terrible.
Because the people was trying me. Oh,
girl, no, you literally that I remember being on FaceTime with you, and someone walked up, and you just instantly had an attitude. And I'm like, oh my god, maybe it's that maybe that's how because I get a lot of complaints at my job about my attitude. But I also match energy. Like I don't be rude when I first. It's when they're rude.
Yeah, I'm matching energy. You be like, bitch, I'm not doing this whole. No, bitch.
No, so y'all Trump supporting motherfuckers. Alright, girl. But yeah, that's another episode of Two Women's One Show podcast. I am Therese Balboa.
And it's your girl, Lucindara.
And we will see y'all next week with a new episode.